Okay, here we are. We're gonna be doing an oil change today, and the very first thing that you have to do on an oil change is pop the hood. The latch is usually, oh, it got dark. The latch is usually right underneath the steering wheel. Alright, and then this is inside the engine compartment, I should say. Then the first thing you want to do is take off the cap, and then we set that right here. So just in case if we don't want to start the engine without the cap on or nothing, so we put it right here. So in case somebody decides to close the hood, then it'll hit on the cap, and then we'll have a hurt cap rather than a bad motor. And then, now that we got the cap off, now we're going to go underneath. Well, this is what we call a pit. Got these grates we got to pull back. And then here's the bottom part of the motor, and then I actually have to take off the skid plate. So I'm going to do that in just 1 second. Okay, and now we got the cover off, and then here's what the bottom side of the motor looks like. And then this screw right here, this little guy, is the one that we would want. And then you would just obviously just turn this one out, and then you would pull that plug. I'm actually not going to be doing it, I'm just going through how to do it. You would pull that plug and then let all the oil drain out, and while that's going on, you come up to the front here, and then there's a filter, and then you would twist that one off as well. And then you put the new filter back on, and when you do, there's going to be an O-ring on the bottom of it that looks like that, the black part, and that's what you actually want to lubricate that with oil, so you get a good seal on the block. And then afterwards you just button it back up, put the plug back in, and then you go back up top, put the oil in, put the cap on, put the filter on, and then start it, and then you just make sure, and then you just want to check it on the dipstick, and I'll actually go through that in a minute. I'm going to button this back up, and then I'll head back up. And then here we go, I got the plate put back on, and I actually had to put all these star bits back on. And then now I'm going to go back up, and then that's when we would add the oil and check the start it, and then check the dipstick. Alright, and then here we are back up top, and then this is where we would put the oil in, depending on which one it would be. And then every make and model though is different on how much oil they take, so you do have to be careful and make sure that you're following the owner's manual. And that's it. And then we would start it, and then we would also check the dipstick afterwards. But I already know this is good since I didn't drain it. And I hope it was simple enough and you don't have any questions.